The flu activity has rapidly increased in the last 2 weeks across our state. New numbers released by the state just yesterday showed there have been at least 268 hospitalizations linked to the flu, and related deaths are now at 4. This morning we have Dr. Virginia. She is here. She is the Chief of Infectious Diseases at the Hospital of Central Connecticut. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Aisha.
Good morning. Now, I understand you work in the Hartford area. I was just looking at the numbers earlier. Hartford County is actually taking a pretty hard hit right now.
Yes, it is. I think it had the most hospitalizations and cases of influenza so far.
When we go into the flu season, when do those numbers become something we should start paying attention to and just not look at it as a basic flu season?
Well, the State Health Department monitors several things every year. It monitors emergency room visits, and it monitors presentations of patients with what we call influenza-like illness to their primary care doctors. And they have different classifications for how active influenza is every year. And currently it's considered widespread throughout the state of Connecticut. So that's what has prompted all the concern.
And just looking at your area, what have you guys seen? Have you seen an increase of people coming into the Hartford hospital system?
Yes, we've had an increased number of patients coming into our emergency rooms and an increased number of patients who have been admitted to our hospitals with influenza.
And when you look at this time of the, I mean, there are a lot of people that are under the weather. You know, they may just have a common cold. Where does that distinction happen? When should I be alarmed and say, okay, it's time for me to go to my doctor?
That's a good question. The common cold typically is much milder than influenza, and the patient will have sneezing, runny nose, congestion, cough. But when you start to have high fevers and chills and your body aches all over, bad headache, cough, sore throat, then it's probably time to contact your medical provider. And if you're really sick, go to an emergency room at that time.
I want to talk about the flu shot.
Yeah.
We actually recently did a story not too long ago about there are just people that just aren't inclined to go get their flu shot. Talk to me about that.
Well, I think part of the problem is that, you know, we've heard in prior years the vaccine virus doesn't match the viruses that are circulating. That doesn't appear to be true at this time, at this year. And so people say, well, why should I get a flu shot if I'm still going to get the flu? Some protection is better than no protection, and although you might still get the flu with an influenza vaccine, you will probably have a milder case of influenza than you would if you didn't get the vaccine. You want to protect yourself against some of the complications of influenza vaccine, and that can include asthma attacks, sinusitis. If you've got congestive heart failure, worsening of your congestive heart failure. And as we've seen already this year, even deaths occur from influenza, and that is why the State Health Department keeps such a close eye on what's going on.
And I want to talk to you about children getting the flu shot. There are districts that, you know, you can't bring your child back until you get that flu shot. Are you guys seeing a rush of parents trying to get that done? Are there kids out there that, you know, maybe didn't meet the requirement?
I think that people are being very good about getting influenza shots for their children this year. Every time you bring people together in close quarters, such as schools, people go back to work after the Christmas holidays, that's when influenza is really going to start to spread.
And just quickly, before I let you go, any tips in protecting ourselves?
Well, first of all, if you're sick, stay home until you've had no fever for at least 24 hours. Cough into a Kleenex if possible and dispose of that Kleenex very rapidly. If you don't have a Kleenex, cough into your elbow. Stay away from people who are sick. Keep yourself healthy. And of course, it's not too late to get your flu shot this year.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we will continue to update you on those flu numbers here. Thank you again so much for joining us.